So guys, the materials needed for this project, you're going to be making use of a ball of yaya yarn. Yes, you're going to make use of a ball of yaya yarn. And this is a 3-ply yarn, and this is the yarn I mostly make use of. Yes, if you're new to this channel, yeah, I mostly make use of yaya yarn, which is a 3-ply yarn, and it's 40 gram, yeah, for a ball. And I'll be doubling the strand, making a 6-ply. And I'm making use of my 4.5mm crochet hook, which is the go-to hook I use for like all my crochet slouch beanies. Yeah, and I'm going to be making use of my darning needle because we're going to be using it to sew the braid together at the top. And then I'm going to make use of my scissors to cut. So let's get right into the tutorial. The first thing we are going to do, you're going to take your 2 strands of yarn and then make a slip knot. And then after that, you're now going to make a chain long enough to cover your head circumference. And normally, the slouch beanie, the standard size I use is usually 84 stitches. So I'm going to make a chain of 84. Yes, because the normal slouch beanie, we are starting from top to bottom. But for this one, we are starting from bottom to top. Yeah. When I say 84 stitches, I mean 84 stitches is the last round of increase I make before I make my normal rows of increase. If you're confused about what I mean, you can go and check the slouch beanie tutorial I released, the first ever slouch beanie tutorial I released. I'll put the link in the description box for you to understand what I'm saying. So I'm just going to go ahead to make 84 chains because 84 chains is the standard size I'm going to be using. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll meet you guys when I'm done with my 84 chains, and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I have my 84 stitches in total. Yeah, I have my 84 chains in total, I mean. Yeah. So the next thing you're now going to take this chain and then ensure it's facing the front. This is the front side. So stretch this out. Ensure it's facing the front till the end. Like this. And then you're now going to turn it like this. And then insert your hook into the first chain you made. Let me zoom that in. So the first chain you made. And then you're now going to slip stitch to close it. To form a circle. Yeah, ensure that this is straight because when you're coming back here, it has to be straight. And this is facing the front side. So after that, you're now going to make a chain of 2, and this chain 2 doesn't stand as a double crochet. So for this round, you're going to be making 1 double crochet in every chain. That means you should have 84 double crochet stitches in total at the end of this round. So I'm just going to be making 1 double crochet in this first chain, here. Like this. And make 1 double crochet in the next. Make 1 double crochet in the next. Make 1 double crochet in the next. So I'm just going to continue to make 1 double crochet in each and every stitch until we reach this end. And you should have 84 double crochet stitches in total, or the number of chains you made should be equivalent to the number of double crochet you should have at this round. So I'll meet you guys when I'm done with my 84 stitches. We are at the end of the round. Yeah, so I have 84 stitches. So you can decide to count this if you're not really sure it's 84 to ensure that what you're doing is correct. Yeah, or the number of chains you did initially should also correspond to the number of stitches or double crochet that you have here. So after that, I'm now going to make a slip stitch on top of the first double crochet. Remember I said that this chain doesn't count as a double crochet. So we're going to skip that and we're going to make a slip stitch to close this round on top of the first double crochet there. Like this. And then I want to also tell you something, that this is going to be serving as the top. So we are going to be going down like this because there's a point that we reach that when we are done with this, we are going to fold this, and here might be too tight to put on your head here. So I always recommend that it's better you take this as the top and then go down till you're done. So for the next rows, we are going to be repeating the same thing we did here. Make a chain of 2. Make 1 double crochet in the first double crochet. Make 1 double crochet in the next. 1 double crochet in the next. So for this slouch beanie tutorial, you're not going to be making any increases at any point. It's your starting chain that is going to determine how wide your beanie is going to be throughout till the end. Yeah, we are going to be making 1 double crochet in each stitch until the end. You're just going to keep repeating the same thing we did in the first round, in the second round till the end. Yes, and I'm going to be repeating this for 37 rows in total. Yes, so just basically keep putting 1 double crochet in each stitch one double crochet in each stitch, and when you get to the end, slip stitch on top of this first double crochet, and then make a chain of 2, and then continue again, making one double crochet in each stitch. You're not making any increases at any point. If you're starting with 84 chains, you're supposed to end with 84 chains at the end of your number of rows in total. So for this work, I'm going to be making 37 rows of one double crochet in each stitch for each round until the end. So at the end of your 37 rows, or the number of rows that you desire, you're supposed to have the same stitch or the same number of chains you started with at the beginning. Yeah, so that's basically it. So I'll meet you guys when I have my 37 rows in total. Yeah, just keep repeating the same thing you did in round 1 for round 2 for round 3 for round 4 till you get your desired number of rows. And I'll meet you guys when I am there. Okay guys, so this is what I am having, and this is 37 rows in total. Yes, I made 37 rows in total for this work. And for this, I'm going to be bending the mouth like this. I'll be bending the mouth over like this. Yes, I'll bend it like this because this is where you can also attach your logo. Let me show you on that my other slouch. So I bent the mouth here. I bent the mouth here to attach the logo. Yes, and this is where the braid is. So yeah, the next thing we are going to be doing now is to do the braid. Let me show you how to do this crochet braid here. So to start your braid, we're just going to make a slip knot. That is your braided rope. Start your braided rope. We're going to make a slip knot. Then insert your hook into that part like this. And that in. And then we're now going to make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're not going to keep 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And then insert your hook. Yarn over. Insert your hook into this last chain, into the first chain you made, sorry, like this. And then pull up a loop. Don't complete this double crochet. Repeat what you did again. Yarn over. Insert your hook into this. Pull up a loop like this. Don't complete it. Repeat it for the 3rd time. Yarn over. Insert your hook into that hoop. Pull up a loop like this. Don't complete it, and then repeat it for the last time. That is 4 times. Yarn over. Insert your hook into that chain. Pull up a loop like this. And then after you've done this for 4 times, then yarn over and pull through all the loops like this. And then make a chain of 1. And then turn your work. So after that again, you're not going to repeat the same thing you did again. Do the 4 yarning over. So yarn over. You're going to insert your hook into a space here. That is this chain, under this chain here. Not this chain 3 that you have here. Because remember, we skipped 3 chains at the beginning. So yarn over. Insert your hook under that chain. Pull up a loop. Yarn over again. Insert your hook under that chain. Sorry. Pull up a loop. 2nd time. Yarn over. Insert your hook under that chain. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Insert your hook into that chain. Pull up a loop. Remember, do this for 4 times. Then yarn over. Pull through all the loops that you have. Like this. And then make a chain of 1. And then turn your work. So after that, you're now going to yarn over. Insert your hook in between these 2 chains like this. Pull up a loop. Repeat the same thing. This 4 yarning over. 2nd time. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. 2nd time. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. 3rd time. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. For 4 times. Then yarn over. Pull through all the loops. And then chain 1. And then turn your work. So we've done 2 braids. So let me show you how to do that for the last time. So chain 1. Yarn over. So you're not going to insert your hook. There is a space in between here. Like this. Insert your hook in between. Because we are forming like braids. So yarn over. Insert your hook here. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. 2nd time. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. Yarn over. Insert your hook. Pull up a loop. That is 4th time. And then yarn over. Pull through all the loops. And then make a chain of 1. And then turn your work. Let me show you that for the last time. So yarn over, insert your hook into this space here, like this. Pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, insert your hook here. Pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through all the loops like this. And then make a chain of 1. Then turn your work. Let me repeat that for the last time. Then you're going to insert yarn over, insert your hook under this space in between these two braids. Yeah. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, pull up, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, pull up, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, pull up, yarn over, insert your hook, pull up, pull up, and then yarn over, insert, pull up all through loops, and then chain one. So that's basically how to do this braid. And then this is a braid. This 1 2 1 2 is a braid. Yeah. So repeat this until you have 37 braids in total. Yeah, just keep repeating. If you don't understand, backward it and then watch it again for you to understand the process. So yeah, that's basically. So I'll meet you guys when I'm done with my 37 braids. Yeah. Okay, so I have 38. I did 38 braids in total. By braids, this is what I mean. This, so you count 1 2 3 4 5. That's what I mean by braid. I did 38 braids in total. Yeah, for this my work, because also, yeah, I'll be bending it to be able to attach the fringes to it. I don't know if you can see it here, because I did the fringes in the middle. Yeah, I put it, inserted it through the middle and then tied it at this point. So that's basically it. So before we do the fringes, we are going to join this on top of here, like this. Join on top of here, and let me show you on how to determine how to join this here for you to know how tight this can be. Or you can even do it here like this. Yeah, you can even do it here. Like, no need to start attaching it to your head to check it again. You can probably just do it like this, but just for the purpose of those that might not really know what to do, let me just show you how to do it on your head to check if it's this thing, if it's tight enough for you to put down. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so for the braid, you're going to leave the strand here. You're going to leave the strand here. You're going to leave a strand long enough to like sew. Yes, I'm going to leave a strand long enough to sew, and this is enough for me, because we are going to be sewing this. But one other thing too, you must not sew. You can also decide to make this long enough so that you'll be able to like tie it instead of sewing it. I don't know how to explain that. Let me show you with my beanie. So you take this, and then probably if your strand is long enough, take it and then tie it. Make one shorter than the other. Make one shorter than the other, like this. Try to like hold it in place. Then you have your stuff. Instead of you having to do this thing, having to sew it. Yeah. That's basically what it is. But I want to sew mine, so let me show you how to determine how to sew. Okay, so to determine that this is your beanie, so just wear the beanie. Yeah, wear the beanie like this. Wear it like this. Then you're now going to take the braid and then hold it down in place, because you know this is going down like this. This is going down, yes. It's going down. So you're now going to take this and then hold it down in place, and then go under, take this, go under it like this, because I want this to be facing on top. Then it will not come down like this. It will not come down like this. Remember, when you're sewing it, you're not sewing it on the beanie, you're sewing just here together like this. You're sewing just here together like this. You're not sewing it on the beanie, so that at least if you want to remove it, you can remove it. That's why I said it's optional for you to sew it, but it's also optional for you not to sew it or tie it. But I believe that even if you sew this, you should still be able to remove it and then attach it back. Yes, but that might be a difficult process, but yeah, that's basically it. So, but this is going down, and this is how we tie it at the side. Yes, I know it's not looking nice now, but when I'm done, it to come out properly. So yeah. Okay, so this is where I'll be sewing this. Is from here. So I will take my cap like this, hold it in place, then tie it here. So this is how I'll be doing it. Okay, so I'll just thread my yarn. then hold it together. That is why I said it's not even, you can just do this without having to attach it on your head to determine where it is. So for this process of sewing, you have to sew this as neatly as possible and as tight as you can. Then how I like to hold this in place so it doesn't move at all. Just take it like this. Then hold it together. So just keep sewing it and I'll meet you when I am done with my sewing. Yeah. So guys, keep adjusting it till you're able to get this. Just keep adjusting it till you're able to get something like this. So I finished sewing it and then I kept adjusting it until I was able to achieve this side like this. Yes, so this is how it should be looking like at this point, and then we are going to go ahead and bend this over and then put our fringes along with it. Yeah. So since I'm done sewing it, this is what you should be having here at this point, like this. You should be having. I've already put it on my head to check it. So the next thing we have to do now is to, well, if you're not sure that this is secure, please ensure you bond the edge or you bond the end so that it will be more secure. Yes. So this is how it should be looking like. Remember what I said, adjust it, keep adjusting it on your head till you're sure you have gotten it to the right side, and also here it should be on top, like the sewing on this part here, because it forms a bump when you sew it here, so it should be on top at this point. Then you bend it down like this. Yeah. One other thing too, the way I showed you how this was before attaching this braid, that is also the way you can also leave the slouch beanie. You can leave it like that too. You must not necessarily attach this braid to it, but this is like a 2-pattern beanie that I'm showing you how to do here, because my customer sent the inspo, so I had to recreate this. Yeah. So the next thing we're going to do is to do the fringes. So I'm just going to do my fringes off camera. Yes, I'll just do my fringes off camera and then I'll show you how to attach this to here. Okay, so I'm done with my fringes, so I'm just going to cut it in the middle here. Let's cut it in the middle, and this is what we have. Okay, so after that, the next thing you're going to do, you're now going to place this down like this, or if you want to be faster, you can just put these fringes in the middle, but you can make sure that they are equal before you proceed with whatever you want to do. Cool. This is in the middle, and then sew it down like this. But what I did initially was that I sewed this, I just sewed, I don't know if you can see it, but I sewed this down and then I left a little bit of space and then I was passing the fringes through it one by one. But let me show you how to do this method of sewing it and then passing the fringes in batches. Yeah. Before you proceed, still thread your yarn and then thread the yarn so you'll be able to sew this. I even decide to cut this excess here. Cut this down and then I'll sew it down together like this. It's just basically the same sewing method, and I always like to secure at that point. So just keep sewing it together. Then you'll be done. So I'll meet you when I'm done with the sewing. Okay, so I am done with the sewing at this point, and then how I'm going to do that, I'm not going to pass this through here, this middle part like this, and then carry my work in batches, but make sure this is kind of like arranged. But don't forget, we'll still cut the excess under here. So sorry, I'm using black yarn to explain this. So take this under here and then pass it through. It might be a bit tight. Yeah. So just pass only one of it like this. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. This. You can pass it through again. Take this in batches like this, and then pass it through. So I'm just going to keep passing this remaining parts into here, and I'll meet you guys when I'm there. So keep adjusting this so it will be a bit equal, so you don't have to cut too much excess. Okay, I'm done with it like this. So I'm just adjusting it in a way that it will be not too short when I want to cut it, so to be a bit equal. Yeah, so when you're done with that, you're now going to take this and then cut the excess on top. Like this. And yeah, is what you should be having. So we are not yet done with it yet. We're just going to hold this at the tip here, like to be held properly so it doesn't shift. Yeah, I'll show you how to hold that at the tip. So like this, I'm just going to hold this here, and then I'm going to take this my threaded yarn and then hold it like this at the top. I don't know if you can see that, like this. And then I'm not going to pass this through here. See, I tied it here, so I'm not going to pass this through here to hold it. Put it down. I'm going to just keep adjusting till I can determine where I want it to hold. But mostly, I prefer that you hold it close to the tip of where this is. Hold it close to the tip. And then I'm just going to keep on holding it like this. Going it round like this. Sorry about that. And then I'm going to take this down like this. Since I've held it down here, take it, pass it through this middle part, and then sew here. I'm so sorry that this my thread is a bit too short. I was not able to determine it well. So when you're done with that, just sew it down. There's a way you should just sew it. My thread is going to cut very soon, so I'll have to do that off camera. And yeah, that's how to sew it. So, but you can decide to hold this in any way you want to hold it. Yes, I'm sorry I didn't explain that properly, but yeah. Okay, guys, so we are done with the slouch beanie. Yeah, fringy slouch beanie. I don't know what to call it, but yeah. And I made this in another color, and I attached the logo, so you can decide to get a logo and attach at the tip, yeah, or at the base there. Yeah, so this is what you should be having. I just really love how this fringe just added a bit of detail to this work. Yes, it's making it look more stylish and better. Yeah, so that's basically it. So if you didn't really understand anything, you can drop your questions to the comment section, and do well to also slow down the video and pause it at the times you need to understand properly. Yeah, so that's basically it. So yes, I'll see you in my next tutorial. So please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah.